Hey, what's going on? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday, Hector. It's Iceland.
How's everybody doing? Iceland, nice to hear from you.
Same. I'm committed. I'm driving and I'm still
Everybody ready to take some action? What's up, Ron? Yeah, I see a couple people are driving, so don't want you guys to get in an accident or anything like that. Make sure you guys pull over to the side, or at least don't tune in too hard. Wanted to kind of just wait and see if we were going to get more people to kind of show up to basically our kickoff meeting here. Looks like there was a couple of folks that had suggested a different time, but how does this time work for everybody else? Excellent. Okay, yeah. So we got a couple things to go over today. We've got, obviously our kickoff meeting last week was to introduce a little bit of what we were going to do with uh, basically the 75 hard program, right? And this program is going to be uh, really it's just tailored towards getting ourselves out of the rut, or the the feeling of being just stuck right before even taking any action. I know a lot of you guys are in a whole different ballpark. We've got a couple of new people, and then we have a couple of people that are also a little bit more advanced. So just kind of want to take a poll real quick. I know, let me see how many people may be still trying to join in here. 1 second. All right. So it looks like a couple of you guys that were on here last week, right? Did send over uh, your videos, which is great. Right now, it's a matter of taking action, and this is what this today's going to be all about: is really try to structure, put together that game plan for it. Can you please turn up your volume? Yeah, 1 second. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Is it better? Is that better for you? Can you hear me now? Very low on my end. Anybody else having problems with the microphone? Can you guys hear me now? Perfect. Okay. All right. Yep. Want to make sure we get all of these little kinks out of the way. Um, so like in the chat, what I want to see is where are you guys at basically with the assignment we talked about last week, which was pretty much to set aside some time for this program, right? We talked about setting aside some time, maybe putting together the right framework, the right mindset, the right tools before we get, started with the whole program. And it is going to be a program, right? It's not called a challenge, because the challenge is basically just people tend to think of it as something that either you do it or you don't do it, and then you fall off and you never look at it again. But this is more like a program where I want to be able to challenge you guys to really see the results, right? At the end of the day, that's what I'm all about, is to try to see the results from you guys. A lot of you guys are just getting started, or a lot of you guys have a lot of opportunities available to you guys, but you guys are just waiting around. Maybe there's a little bit of that, um, and what do you call, analysis paralysis going on. Um, so I want to get to hear from you guys, right? Tell me, where are you guys at right now with what we talked about last week? Uh, I think Ron, you were probably not on here last week, but you can maybe still chime in as to kind of like what's got you, interested in kind of jumping into this program. Everybody else that's on here can also chime in for sure. So that way we can kind of get that out of the way. In the chat, just put on there, what is the one thing that you guys are struggling with? What is the one thing that you guys are getting challenged by? Because we want to make sure that we address it, right? This is unlike anything else that anybody else is pitching, right? It's not about sales. It's not about selling you guys a program or anything like that. It's more or less a team effort, if you guys want to call it that, right? It's an accountability call, right? Um, Basically taking you guys into the world of real estate and getting you guys running and up to speed with everything that needs to be had in order for you guys to get your first deal done. So in the chat, just drop in there kind of like what you guys are facing, what kind of challenges are you guys hoping to achieve, what is the goal that you guys are hoping to achieve in the next 75 days. Finding the correct contract for a buyer and a seller. All right, Rodolfo. Yeah, so we have basically all of the contracts available for you, bro. Those are all going to be for free, right? Especially if you guys are already signed up, with the 75 hard program. I dropped a link on on Friday, and I know we've had a little bit of difficulty kind of trying to get that done. But if you sign up on that link, you'll get the contracts for free: the purchase agreement, sales agreement, JV agreement, cancellation, amendments, addendums, all of that for free. I mean, you guys, it is part of the growing of the community, right? And basically, what I want to be able to do is get a bunch of you guys through the works of getting your first deal done, because that's the hardest thing. Really, it's just showing you guys how to really get something done the right way, so that way we can continue doing more deals and more deals and more deals, right? So the contract should be like that should be cake. That should be something that you guys can download and work on. But the main meat and potatoes is really like, how do I find the first really motivated seller, right? How do I get them under contract at the right price? And that's what this program is going to be about. It's about really setting the framework mentally to be able to do this business, right? Because that's one of the things that we struggle with the most as entrepreneurs. We fall back in our kind of like, routine, our basically comfort zone, whatever you want to call it. And we end up not doing the thing that we know we need to do, because at the end of the day, yes or no, guys, wholesaling, the concept of wholesaling is pretty easy. Yes or no? Like thumbs up or thumbs down if you agree, right? Like just drop it in the chat. Thumbs up. Like wholesaling, everybody knows what wholesaling is, right? Yeah. Everybody knows that wholesaling is pretty much taking a purchase agreement, right? Getting a property under contract at the right price with the right motivation, and then flipping it or taking that contract and selling it to an end buyer, a cash buyer, an investor, homestead buyer, a whatever, somebody that wants to live at the property, whatever, right? So it's a pretty simple concept. So why aren't more people closing deals, right? Why aren't there more people, cashing in those big checks? Why aren't people doing the, Instagram post with the 10, 20K assignment fee, right? Like that gets really confusing. I get confused with fees. Is there anything we need to pay out of pocket? So we'll get into the Q&A session here towards the end, brother, for sure. So we can answer those questions. Right now, I want to make sure that everybody kind of has the right expectations for this 75 hard program. And if you guys don't know 75 hard, I didn't come up with it, right? A man by the name of Andy Frisella came up with it. He's the one that you need to kind of look into and give all the credit to. But his 75 hard is basically geared towards the mind, developing a good mindset physically and mentally. But we tweaked it a little bit. That's why you see it. That's on there as a wholesale real estate edition, right? So in these next 75 days, I'm going to challenge you um, to be the best version of yourself, right? At the end of the 75 days, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Like you're either going to like end up finishing the program or you're not, and you're going to fall off really quick. But that's the whole point, is because I feel like in this game, there's a lot of people, a lot of gurus, a lot of people that come into wholesaling. Um, just because you have a camera, you put up, nice posts on Instagram, you're all of a sudden this genius that closes deals. We're gonna put that to the test, right? We're gonna take you guys by the hand every week. We're going to have this community call on Mondays at 6, where you guys are going to bring me your accountability, your results, right? The only thing I ask is that you guys stick to these 7 things and you do them every day, right? If you miss one, you already failed. You need to start over from day one. And that's the basics of the whole 75 hard program, is that it is going to be fucking hard. It is going to challenge you. It is going to push you to be better than what you're used to, right? So I don't expect all of you guys to finish. I don't expect all of you guys to be able to, get the results done, because let's face it, it's fucking hard. And that's the whole name of the game, right? It's fucking hard. It's 75 days of nothing but intensity. The same thing every day for the next 75 days. And it's going to push you, right? It's going to test you. It's going to put you in a position of um, uncomfortability, right? Because a lot of you guys are so stuck in your ways, being so comfortable, that you blame everything else but yourself when it comes to getting these deals done, right? How many of you guys are already doing the things, right? Like making the calls, looking for the deals. Maybe some of you guys are maybe already making offers. How many of you guys are already doing that, right? In the chat, just, this is about accountability. So let's go ahead and just kind of, how many of you guys are already doing that, but haven't really landed your first deal yet, right? I want to see how many of you guys are doing that in the chat. So please drop an emoji on there. How many of you guys are still needing to get that first deal done? I know it took me a couple of months to get my first deal done for sure, but again, blow up this chat. Let's kind of get some participation going. So in the chat, just kind of like raise your hand. How many of you guys are still needing to get your first deal done? Tech, I see you in here, brother. Nice to see you. I'm glad you showed up. Starting wholesaling and trying to get all into it. That's what we're here for. That's what this program is going to be about. If you're new or you're, a real estate professional, whatever it is, this is going to be exactly what you are going to need for the next 75 days, right? It's based. This is why I wanted to have this kickoff meeting today, because last week we talked about doing something. Well, this week it took me a long time to trying to think about, like, how can I get everybody involved to be able to get this to as many people, different levels. How is it going to benefit everybody, right? So in this program, what we're going to do is we're going to hold each other accountable for the next 75 days, right? We're going to be doing 7 things. 7 things is all we're going to do. Okay. And so I'm going to share with you guys my screen real quick to show you exactly what that looks like. And then we are going to start diving a little deeper into the program. So for those of you guys that are new to the Discord, to our Discord, to our program, you guys should have access. You guys should have access to this Certified Closers Club, right? If you guys don't already have access to this, please let me know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you guys to be able to access this. But this is basically like a school. If you guys are familiar to the school community, right? But in here is where I drop all of the new stuff, all of the new courses, all of the new programs for you guys to be able to use. Automatically, you guys get access to this wholesale real estate starter kit, which basically has all of the documents that you guys are looking for, um, the purchase agreement, the sales agreement, the amendment, the cancellation, JV agreement. I even threw in a couple of scripts for you guys: the cold calling script, lead management script, acquisitions, and dispositions. Right, and these are all free for you guys, right? The only thing I need to do is go back and record some videos and show you guys how to actually use these things. But it shouldn't be a problem for you guys to just come in here, download the thing, and get to work. But the one that I want you guys to focus on for these next 75 days is this one here. And the way you access it is you go up to the learning tab, and in there you're gonna see this 75 hard wholesale real estate edition. You click in that. And in here is where we are going to be dropping these calls, these recordings, so that you guys can go back and listen to them. Maybe somebody asked a question that you guys need a recap on. But these are basically the seven things that I want you guys to focus on while we are here for the next 75 days. Okay. Everybody with me on that? Everybody here is able to access that? Okay. If you guys can't access that, I'll make sure to drop it inside the Discord for you guys. And then just kind of hit me up if you guys get into trouble or aren't able to load it up. But okay. Guys, if we're gonna be committed to this shit, we need to hold each other accountable from day one, right? So at the end of the 75 days, it's gonna be clear as mud, who did not do the 75 hard, right? This is all about you, right? I can't hold you and hold your hand this entire 75 days. You guys need to be honest with yourselves from day one. And the way that we're going to be able to do that is by following these simple steps. All right. First off, we need to be able to make 25 outbound calls, right? This does not mean just mindless calls. These need to be 25 contacts, meaning that we need to have legit conversations with people. 25 contacts, right? This either needs to be through a call, text message, or a DM, right? This is crucial. You guys need to start doing more contacts, reaching out to more people. 25 is all we ask for the next 75 days, every day. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 5 new distressed properties into our whatever. If it's the Excel, if it's Deal Machine, if it's PropStream, whatever it is, you need to find 5 distressed properties every day, right? You got to get yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there whenever you're driving to the grocery store, to your girlfriends, to your boyfriends, to work, whatever it is. Wake up at 5 a.m, stay late, drive the neighborhood, pick up 5 distressed properties every day, right? Now, number 3 is reading 10 pages out of a real estate or a mindset book, right? We've already talked about a couple of them on this the community call. One of the very first ones that I ever picked up was this one here. If you guys don't already know it, Think and Grow Rich, right? That's a great book for developing your kind of mental ability, right? To start thinking on how to develop your awareness, how to develop your mindset. Think and Grow Rich is a great book to get started with, especially during this program. I highly recommend it. If you guys want more of a winning, kind of get you in the right mindset. This one here, Winning by Tim Grover. Another fantastic book. I highly recommend it. If you guys are looking to kind of kick yourself in the ass and really see, kind of put yourself into a perspective, right? Am I really doing the thing that I said I was going to do? This is another fantastic book to pick up. If you guys are looking for more of a sales book, like I said, or I've talked on my channel before. You guys never split the difference. Chris Voss, this one is one of my favorites. He was an FBI agent, and he negotiated his way through his career, right? So that's another good book to pick up. Very easy to read, and you know that's basically what we're trying to do here for number 3. So 10 pages out of a book, right? Every day. It doesn't matter what it is. I didn't say 9 pages. I didn't say 8. I said 10 pages. 10 pages is what you need to do. On top of that, you need to be in the world of real estate if you're going to be able to keep this and do this business right. If you don't want to be just another person that falls off after 3 months, if you actually want to start making big wins, you need to put yourself in the mindset of a real estate investor. So listening to a podcast like Bigger Pockets, that's great. That's the one that I started with. You have tons and tons of videos on that. Just pick it up, put it on your car whenever you're driving. 30 minutes of it. Get yourself in the right mindset for us as real estate community. Number 5. Now this one is where a lot of people will fall off, and you guys will notice it really quick. Posting daily your accountability, right? In the Discord, you guys are gonna see pop up the 75 hard challenge. It's gonna be in the Millionaire Playbook. That one should be available for you guys to look at right now. I believe it's already live. I think they've added it in there now. If you guys see it live, it should be in the Millionaire Playbook inside our Discord. So inside that is where I want you guys to post your accountability, right? Meaning you need to take a screenshot of all of the calls you made, the conversations you've had, the yes, the no's, the fuck yous, the wins. Post it. I don't care if nobody sees it. I don't care if nobody reacts to it. Post it for yourself. Keep yourself accountable. Showcase that you are doing the thing that you say you're going to do, right? Now, along with the mindset, along with the training, along with all of that, we also need to be able to, develop a good mind, mind and body. So 45-minute workout is going to help you guys stay sharp. It's going to help you guys stay, agile, especially when we're doing all of this training for cold calling and lead management. Keeping the right stamina, keeping the right health going, right, is also very crucial. So working out 45 minutes a day is important. Make sure you guys track that. Don't go and cheat yourself. Put yourself in a position where you're going to be either walking 45 minutes, and that's where you could listen to the podcast. It's going to help tremendously. Trust me, it's going to work. And last but not least, and this is why it's 75 hard, right? Because a lot of the things that we're pushing is for people to do things that they're not comfortable with. No alcohol, right? For the next 75 days, just kick the can, just leave it. Stay clear, stay clean. Like just show yourself being able to kind of break through these things. No complaining and no excuses, right? Is everybody with me on that? So it's not 75 soft. This is going to push you guys. This is going to make you guys either make you guys or break yourself, right? It's not going to be easy. I've done it already once. It does fucking hurt. It does make you kind of regret doing it. But that's the whole point, right? You get to the point where you're like, dude, is this even worth it? Trust me, it's going to get to day 35 and you're going to feel a certain type of way. It's going to get to day 74 and it's going to feel a certain type of way. If you miss any one of these things, you got to start over from day one, right? So if you forgot to read the 10 pages and you're at day 30, we're back to day one, right? Can everybody commit to this? Can everybody jump on here and commit to this? If you guys can commit to this, drop some money bags in the chat, right? We're going to become the best versions of ourselves in the next 75 days. We're going to be able to break habits, right? We're going to be able to do the things that we said that we were going to do. And I'm going to be here guiding you guys from, if you're new to wholesaling, all the way through to getting your first deal done. This is going to be completely free, right? You get me to basically coach you along the way. to be your coach for the real estate side, as well as the habits and mindset side, right? This is going to be a fucking fun program, right? It's going to definitely push a lot of you guys in your comfort zone. And it's actually going to get you guys to do the things that you say you're going to do, right? So I see 3 people on here that posted on the chat. I know there's a lot of you guys on here as well. There's a couple other people that joined up. So for those of you guys that didn't post on the chat, I hope that I haven't scared you away already. But it is going to be pretty tough. So I can completely understand if it's not something that you guys are comfortable taking on. Do we have any questions so far, guys? Any questions? I'm all ears, so feel free to jump on with the mic or put something in the chat. I'm going to be doing this alongside you guys. So this week is going to be about like setting yourself up mentally, because 75 Hard starts on Monday of next week. Okay, just so everybody knows. Mentally prepare yourself for this shit. Set it apart on your calendar. You guys are going to see me post on Discord, TikTok, and Instagram about it, showing you guys how I'm going to separate my calendar. So that you guys, if you guys want to follow that, great. And the tool that we're going to use to track is this one here, Tally Counter. Tally Counter is free. You guys can download it. It's an extension for Google. All you guys have to do is go to the extension, the Chrome store, and go into the Tally Counter and download it. Right, download it to your computer, and all you're gonna do is use this to track your leads, track how many calls you made, how many people you connected with. Right. We're gonna see at the end of the 75 days how many of you guys actually were able to take this serious, and it is gonna be a long 75 days. So a lot of you guys have probably not even been able to stay committed to just anything in 30 days. Now this is going to be 75 days. So it's called Tally Counter. Tally Counter. I'll put it on the chat here for you guys. So what are these calls going to be about? Well, a lot of you guys come with questions like, how do I even get started? What do I do? How do I comp a call? How do I put a deal under contract? Where do I find leads? Things of that nature, right? Bring them to this call. This is where we're going to answer all of your questions, all of your concerns. Sometimes we'll even give away some lists for free. We'll give you guys some already skipped lists. Maybe we give you guys a couple of leads to call. Maybe we'll even do some role play. We'll even do some live calls to your guys' deals. And the whole goal is to try to get you guys all of that training that you guys obviously want, but aren't ready to kind of pay or commit to a big budget for, right? So that's what this is for. That's what these Monday calls are going to be for. All right. Anything that I'm missing, guys? Anything else that you guys want to see from this program? Anything that you guys think we might need to add? Please, jump on the call. Let's talk through it.
Hey, what's going on, Hector?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man. Just wanted to kind of join this because obviously I've been doing wholesaling for a little while.
Yep.
Putting myself out there a little bit, and through that process, we lost our first deal, but chin is still high when I worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my main thing is I tried it my way, right? Putting in the work. So now I think it gets to a point where, why not reach out and actually work with you about it?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my goal, to just like literally learn everything more about it. Just so I can put that first deal, because it's been a while.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm here. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to have you, dude. I think it's been a long time coming. I mean, I think that's one of the main things that people tend to forget is that at the end of the day, the concept is easy, but it's actually like pretty fucking hard to get the first deal done the right way, right?
Yeah.
And me and you and your partner kind of went through it a little bit because of that. And there's a lot of ins and outs, right? And there's a lot of stressful situations that kind of keep you from actually closing deals. Um, so no, I'm glad you're in. I'm glad you decided to take action, brother. I think it's probably the best moment to take action because it's going to be one of those programs that doesn't really um, require you to invest money per se, other than time and effort, right? And at the end of the day, that's what I want is time and effort. Results will come, but only for those of you guys that actually put in the work, right? So that's what it's all about. And so, um, if you have specific questions you want to go over, I'm gonna make this Monday calls exclusive for you guys, right? Any questions you guys have about any of the situations that you guys are facing in real estate wholesaling, this is where to ask them, right? Right now, my team and I were blessed to say that we've got multiple deals in the pipeline that are kind of going through closing in the next couple months. But it's not easy, right? It's pretty hard to kind of get to this point. It's a lot of grind. But once it gets going, once that wheel picks up speed, it's pretty fun. It's not. It's still stressful, right, to try to get these deals locked up, but it's a different type of stress. At least you know you're going to get rewarded at the end of the day, right? So, what kind of questions are you guys facing right now for the rest of you guys that are in here that we can kind of answer right now? This meeting will be recorded, and we will be adding it to that 75 hard program link that I showed you guys earlier. So if you get
Well, while I'm here,
yeah, bro.
I would say I did look a little bit into the government list we talked about.
Okay.
I was still kind of struggling to because I started calling the city halls.
Yep.
But then it was a lot of the information is not you can't get it, or I don't know what it was. And now I try calling water companies too.
Okay.
So it's just so many ways you can find it, but it's just I'm not educated enough with this. So the more we talk, the more I will. So
yeah,
really need that.
Yeah, dude. Government lists are a good source. They do take a lot more time to kind of find, especially whenever they're requiring you to either submit like your information or send in a form, things of that nature, right? Is that what you're kind of facing?
Yeah, just more. It's not, it's not easy to get my hands on it. So.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: what kind of leads are you guys pulling from the everyday list, like the prop stream and deal machine?
Yeah.
What kind of lists are you guys pulling?
We're pulling. So what I do is I basically go because we kind of take our advice of just stay in the Florida market for right now.
Okay.
So I kind of go through prop stream, type it in every city with the filters that I need, at least 90 days on market, individual owners, just the basic needs that we need as a wholesaler.
Okay.
And basically just type in every city, and if I get a city that some of it by the end of the tunnel it'll give me 13 results. The one we got, which is Lakeside, it's 300 something on as a list. So now what we're doing is market starting at top of the list. I'm starting at the bottom, and we're just down through. And through that, we got one person we made an offer to. They just weren't motivated enough because it was on market for 20 days.
Okay.
So they said, and then we had two other people we made an offer to, and then one lady who was not really. She was thinking about it, but nothing too
Yep.
that we're like getting the ball moving again. But it's just like there's a different level of how I do it and how you do it, to where you're getting pipelines every month of actual deals coming in, and that's what I want to get to. So I feel like I have the ball moving though a little bit, but I always could do better. So
yeah, brother. I mean, it's just about staying consistent with it, right? So that's why one of the requirements for this program is going to be to have 25 connects, right? So that's one of the biggest struggles with newbies, is having actual conversations, right? Having actual conversations to be able to practice your pitch, to be able to practice your negotiation conversations, and those are hard, right? It's part of it. And one of the things that I always recommend, especially if you guys are just getting started, right? If you guys are just new to this whole thing, you need one to either spend the money, right? Which is going to be basically on a dialer, right? Something that amplifies who you are, your availability to be able to go through more phone numbers at once, or two, right? Get really specific very fast, because the conversations you need to have need to be with the right people. What do I mean by this? A lot of you guys are probably facing the main obstacle, which is wrong numbers, voicemails, or I'm not interested. How many of you guys are facing that kind of problem right now? Like, put it in the chat, like yes, no, may. Like, I feel like that's one of the main things that whenever that keeps people from actually doing a deal, is they hear the no's, the fuck yous, the wrong number, and it gets to the point where you get worn out, right? It gets tiring. There's no easy way to say it. We don't we're not meant to be on the phone listening to these sort of conversations for a long period of time, right? It does deteriorate your motivation. It really does. So how do we combat this? You either need to hire a virtual assistant to get you, for them to actually make those calls for you, or you need to spend the money on a dialer, right? Or a text messaging campaign, or whatever it is. One or the other. Let me tell you guys right now, if you guys are too afraid to spend that money right now and invest it into yourself, you're going to get left behind really quick, right? Now, can you do this for free and just, go door knocking and things like that? Yeah, you can. It's going to take a lot longer, but it definitely could be. But what I'm saying is, let's minimize the amount of time that you guys are spending trying to pick up the phone, calling these lists, and then hanging it back up, right? You need to be able to kind of do that at a faster speed, faster rate. So uh, find something that works, whatever it is, right? I pay my virtual assistants $800 a piece per month, right? And that's them calling 8 hours a day. And they bring me leads every day, 2 to 3 leads every day. But now I know these leads are actually going to be leads that make sense. These leads are actually going to be leads that convert into opportunities, right? And those conversations are actually going to be with people and not just a voicemail. So you either do that, or you do the voicemail thing, or the ringless voicemail thing, the SMS thing, or the power dialer. Because if you think about it, you put all of these lists into a texting campaign, a texting platform, and you send it out, and you get maybe out of the 200, 300 texts that you send, you get 15 that say, yeah, I'll take an offer. How good is it going to be, the conversation, whenever you pick up the phone and you actually talk to a person, rather than you kind of just mindlessly waiting for them to kind of say yes or no, right? And you can do this for government lists, you can do this for Zillow lists, you can do this for water shut off lists, whatever you guys want. It doesn't fucking matter. The whole point is, let's have more conversations. The more conversations you have, the better opportunities you have to have it convert into an actual offer. Are we all in on that? Tech, does that answer your question, bro?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about the dollar for me to start investing into it.
Definitely.
Doing whatever, right? So, but we could, whenever you do have the time, could we talk about the dollar? Because I do want to get that set up as soon as possible.
Yeah, brother. Yep. I think there's a lot of options out there. Batch dialer is one. Call tools is the other one. Those are the ones that I've used in the past. I know there's Mojo dialer. They all kind of do the same thing. Pick the one that works for you. I don't know what the pricing is, but pick the one that's easiest to use for you. I think Batch Dialer has the simplest of the user interfaces. Call Tools is a little bit more advanced as far as like setting that up and shit. But if you guys need help with that, I'm more than happy to help. Set that up as well. So.
But yeah, it's one of those things where you invest into it, right, and then that time will come right back to you. And
definitely, dude.
That investment is nothing because okay.
Yeah, brother. I mean, you think about like where you were at in the beginning, right? You were at kind of in the same spot you're at right now. And we've been talking through this since what?
I think like February we got the deal.
Yeah.
And we were going to use that property close to invest into a dollar system, into all these things, but wholesale deals don't always work out. So we were kind of on that one. So now it's like
you're putting all your eggs in one basket, hoping that it works. And the reality is that a lot of deals fall through, right? That's why we got to keep the pipeline full at all times. The more leads you have inside that pipeline, the more probability it is that one of them is going to land a deal. And then that $10,000, $20,000 assignment pays for all of the marketing for the last 2-3 months, right? So it's a mindset thing, guys. It is a mindset thing. You just need to get over it, because the next challenge will be hiring people, which is then going to come with its own challenges. And then it's going to be how to manage those people. And then it's going to be how to fire those people. And then it's going to be how to add more stuff to the pipeline, like PPC and Facebook ads and Google ads and all that shit, right? So it's constant hurdles that you have to get over. And it's all comes back to the 75 hard program, right? It's about developing the right mindset for this thing, right? And I want to see you guys win. It's all about results. So for me, at the end of the day, what I want to see is for you guys to be posting your wins inside our community, so that we can show people that we are actually doing something and we're not just kind of out here bullshitting numbers, right? So yeah, that's kind of like what it's all about. Any other questions? Appreciate you, Tech.
Hey, Hector, can you hear me?
Yeah, brother. What's going on?
Yes, my name's Martinez-Rosales.
What's up, Jesus?
Wholesaling. Yeah, so my question was, when you pass by a distressed property and it's still intact, it still has windows and the door and the roof, how would you go about it? Like on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like, I would say it's like a 4.
Okay.
Or 3.
Yep.
It still has a foundation and everything. Would you go do an offer, a land offer, or how would you go by it?
So it all depends, brother. What area are you working in?
Palmer, Texas.
Palmer, Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Palmer, Texas. Is that your hometown?
No, I was driving for dollars. Like that's how I get to work.
Okay. So you drive through there?
Yeah. I seen that property.
Okay. So Palmer, Texas seems to be a little bit of a outskirt town, right? It's not very big. So you got to think about it in the sense of the investor. Why would somebody want to buy in Palmer, Texas, do you think?
I would say because of land.
Okay. So you think people want to develop in that area? Are you seeing like new builds?
Well, it's out in the country.
Okay. I do see a lot of really nice properties here. Let me show you my screen real quick, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at whenever I'm running through these scenarios. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Let me share my... Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm playing around with some technology, so. All right. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So, Palmer, Texas. So basically what I do whenever I go into a new city is I'll look around, right? And I'll make sure, like, you've got some really nice properties around here. Probably some of them that are more for the suburbs, right? Like Palmer, Texas has probably seen more of a suburb, right? Whereabouts is that property at?
It's you see E Farm Market 813.
813 to the left, to the right?
To the right.
To the right. Down this way?
I mean, sorry, West Jefferson Street.
Okay. Help me out.
Let me see. Go to the left a little bit. Keep going down. Yeah, keep going down. Down. Keep going down. It's on the 878 West Jefferson.
Okay.
Go up a little bit.
Yeah, so it's out here.
Yeah. Keep going down.
Holy shit! So you're not even in Palmer. You're like outside of Palmer.
Yeah. It's not directly in Palmer. It's like, but on the for the address it says Palmer, Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a couple of things for you right there, brother. It's gonna be really hard for you to find the right buyer, right?
Okay.
It's gonna be super specific person that you're gonna go out for. And the only reason why I say to stay away from these kind of deals, guys, if you're getting started, is because you're going to spend a lot of time, one, trying to find the owner of that home, and two, trying to find somebody to actually buy the property, right? Tech will tell you straight up, like, what kind of problems he was facing with one of the deals that he was working out in Virginia, I think it was, where these home sellers were looking to sell the property, and the town was tiny. It was probably the size of this Palmer place, and he got it for 60, 65, something like that. Yeah. And no matter how many marketing channels he was hitting, nobody was biting. He even got the option to be able to post it on Zillow and to be able to post it with a realtor, and he couldn't move it because the buyer is ultimately the person that we're working for, guys. Like, that's the key.
Yeah, that makes sense though, because you got to think that as an investor,
Exactly. Why would anybody pay you money for a property that nobody wants to buy?
Yeah.
Right? So one of the main things that you guys will learn is finding and developing the right relationship with the buyer is crucial. It's key. It really is. And the way that we go about it is we go after people that have bought multiple properties in the areas that we're working in and develop a relationship with them and just ask them straight up, what kind of properties are you guys looking for? Right? And then you, as a wholesaler, that's your job to now go look for properties for them, because then they will be grateful enough to turn around and pay you an assignment fee because you got it at such a good discount. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, I know a lot of people talk about this a little different, where they take the lead as soon as they get a lead under contract and they blast it on fucking Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine, right? There's no problem with that, but it's like having, taking away the commodity aspect out of the lead, right? At that point, everybody sees it. The real investor, the real cash buyer will be like, well, I don't want to compete with everybody. That's not kind of like buying a property on the market, right? Instead, you develop the relationship with the 3, 4, 5 VIP buyers, and you send it directly to them. And you're like, hey, I got this deal. It fits your buy box. How much are you looking to pay for it? right? And then if they don't want it, okay, well, I'm giving you guys free shots because you guys are my VIP. But tomorrow I'm gonna put it on my email list, right? Like the guy that's buying the 12 units from us this month, it's the same guy. One guy buying all of them because he trusts the type of leads we send him. He buys them back, cash every time. And we don't need to blast it on Facebook. I don't need to be messing around with them knuckleheads in there that are gonna end up like sending me a DM on Facebook, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'll take it," just to find out that they're another wholesaler that are trying to fucking put their own money on it and blast it to other people, right? That's not what we're about. Like we're looking for straight direct to seller, direct to buyer. The less people you get involved, the more cash in your pocket at the end of the day. So I'd stay away from it, brother. I think you've got a great market if you're around the Dallas Fort Worth area. I'd probably hit up more of the DeSoto, kind of like outside of the loop, outside of 20, and Plano. Kind of McKinney, Denton. Um, those kind of areas. Look at the places where things are developing, right? Things that are moving, are getting newer, and it's pretty easy to see. It's pretty easy to see if you pull back on the map. Like this one here would be another good one, just because it's outside of the main busy stuff, but it's still relatively close. um Greenville, I think it would be the extent of what I would go through. Terrell would probably be the extent. Palmer is there, but not really. You see how it only has the one highway going through it. It's not really a hot spot. I would move more to the west side over here. Uh, and yeah, just kind of do more stuff like that. Just a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger of an area.
Quick question: when you started, did you put out signs?
Yeah, bandit signs.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a whole marketing strategy for that too. So we can definitely talk about that. Bandit signs are good, but you have to have the right phone number for them to be called into, so that you're able to track them, and you can obviously be able to capitalize on them. I think I got maybe one deal, but I mean they still work. If you're just getting started, bro, texting, cold calling, or door knocking. Like those are probably the best ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you guys have a little bit more money to spend it on maybe something like Facebook ads or something where they're calling you, right? Or hire a virtual assistant. All right, team. Well, let's commit to this 75 hard. Hopefully, you guys are all in it. Kind of showing you guys a little bit of what it's going to look like for these Monday calls. I'm starting on Monday, whether you guys are in with me or not. I'm starting on Monday, and hopefully, get to see you guys there, see you guys' results. I will be posting about my results and my accountability on the 75 hard channel that just posted on Discord. If you guys want to be a part of it and be part of the fucking winners clue, like that's where it's going to be at. That's where we're going to be at. So hopefully I see you guys there. I will be posting this video and all of the other ones that we do inside our, what's it called? Closers Club. So make sure you guys go check that out. And do me the big favor. Do me a big solid, guys. Right now, while we're on this live, take a screenshot, right? Take a screenshot of the chat of the Zoom, and tag me on Instagram, because I want to be able to follow you guys and be able to just kind of be part of your guys' transformation. So, just post on there kind of like what result you guys are looking to get out of these 75 days. I promise you, I will hold you guys accountable as much as I hope that you guys can hold me accountable. And let's get after it, baby. Let's go make some money. I'm super happy to be able to bring you guys on to my journey, but I'm also very excited to be a part of your guys' journey, because I know that if you guys go through this 75 hard program, then I'm going to be finding JV partners with all of you guys, right? And we're going to start doing deals back and forth. But it is going to be only the people that actually stick to what they say they're going to do. So take that screenshot now and post it on there. Tag me at Hector Buys Houses. And I look forward to doing deals with you guys. So if there's not any other questions in the chat, we'll see each other next Monday when we kick off the 75 hard day challenge. All right.
All right, Hector. Hey, I appreciate your time, man.
Let's do it, brother.
I'll hit you up so we can get a call going and get some stuff going on.
Let's do it, brother.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
I'm blessed. Thank you guys. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys later.